What is that noise?
Andy Pool.
You're freaking out.
That's what
You
porn
stop
does.
that?
USB port.
That's what porn does to your computer.
Snack,
USB ports.
snacks, the red Jimmy Pool. The redheaded stripper.
The redheaded stripper. That's good.
You could be like the first competitive male stripper.
I think she's glitched out.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
She's back.
yeah.
You're back.
That might have been the internet. Not quite sure what was going on.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
So,
What's up, honey bugs? What's up?
Tiffany, I was watching your Facebook earlier. Oh shit! God, welcome back to another freaking Wednesday, right? So anyway, I want to hear what's on this whole digs about this whole independent competitive eating circuit bracket thing. I actually got to hear about this because this is all on you.
You got 4 people signed up so far. You got Poy, you got Joel Henson, you got George Lobianco, and there's a guy by the name of Your Man Cody that wants to get in on it too. I'm just trying to decide what kind of prize E3 should offer for it. I'm working on that, trying to decide what I should do as far as that's concerned. But I want to get at least 2 or 4 more would be nice. If we had 8 or 10 would be really nice.
I'd say
8.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need 10.
Yeah, 10 just extends it out an extra bracket day, which makes it nice. And then basically, I think everything's going to be done in 12. Like, it'll be, like, per se, just for instance, like a dozen Pop-Tarts or a dozen eggs or a dozen whatever, a dozen snacks. But, you know, we're just trying to figure it out. We're getting it going.
How about Grand Champion gets a date with snacks?
There you go. The snack master.
Absolutely no comment. Holy shit.
He never comments about anything.
No comment.
What?
He's like, silence is a virtue.
Yes. What are you eating snack? Are you eating beans?
Oh,
No, that's gross. I would never do that. This is veggie mac and cheese with some tuna mixed in.
oh, gross. Is that what that smell is? Gross.
No, I don't think he's the silent killer. I think his gas is going to be the silent killer after eating that crap. How many raw hot dogs can I stomach? Raw hot dogs.
I mean,
Hot dogs aren't raw, for one. They're already pre-cooked.
Yeah, they're already cooked. A bratwurst would possibly be raw still. But
Leslie Beckwith says, he is a god. I love snacks. There you go, Andy Poole. Andy Poole says there's only one requirement. If you own a hatchet, you're out because he doesn't want to get chased with an axe.
both Pool and Killer are single, so if y'all want to pony up and I'll ask him out. There you go. I don't know if you can afford to feed him, though. They'll stiff you by running out of the restaurant and make you pay. Sad. How do you swallow food with minimal chewing? I just swallow it because chewing wastes time. True story. It really does. I mean, why would you want to chew anyway? Pool likes to chew, though. And swallow. This guy, like, you guys are like no humor tonight. You're all like kind of like a bunch of old shrews right now. And I know Katina's on here right now.
Is she on there? I messaged her the other day.
Yeah, no, I saw her like another screen up, I think.
Oh, Katina's up too. She's in the contest too, so we got like 5.
So are you gonna make it like completely like amateur-ish, or are you gonna? Because I mean, I hate to say it, if you throw pros in at that point, I mean, what are you gonna do with it?
It's mostly just what you have. Yeah, I mean, Joel Henson's already in it. He's clearly a professional. Andy's a professional.
Technically, you could probably do both.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you
a
could
pro and
separate.
an
You
amateur.
could do 2 brackets. You could do an amateur bracket and a professional bracket. But if you're going to do a professional bracket at that point, then Molly and me should get into the contest. There's no point in us sitting out.
You probably should.
Well, I mean, at that point, what they could do is that if you want to do some kind of a prize, something like that, people could place. I mean, obviously, this is nowhere near like Vegas style betting, but you could have people that could PayPal you money for bets or whatever, and I don't know, the winner of the contest can get half, and then you can draw kind of like raffle style to see who gets the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That could be interesting. Have you eaten any exotic meat? Define exotic. I mean, if I were to eat meat from Wisconsin, is that exotic?
To you?
It's more like exotic animals, like or more like wild game, probably like maybe like that real expensive Kobe beef or something. Maybe
I would never buy that.
it's expensive,
I don't care how good it is.
hundreds of dollars.
Say what now?
I'd never buy that Kobe beef. I don't care how good it is. It just looks like extra fatty. Why would I want to pay for some beef that's that fat?
It's got a.
What if it's really delicious?
It's got a marbleization to it. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the hand massaged cow meat.
Thanks,
That's all
Monster.
over
Thanks,
that.
honey. Oh, I think Sniff's outside my door. I think she's in heat, and she was meowing at me again. She must have come inside. Oh, I would pay for Kobe beef if I was rich. You think about it. I mean, if you had $1 billion, who the hell cares?
If I had $1 billion, maybe.
Technically, if you had Chinese food, it's exotic because we're not really even sure what it is.
But it's American Chinese.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't call it exotic at all. I don't really think. Well, I mean, they're probably more along like if you ate ostrich or, I mean, like just stuff like that. I guess it wouldn't even like eating bugs be considered like a foreign delicacy. And no, I'm not going to be doing a like beetle eating contest or something like that. But I mean, I would eat a beetle, I guess.
According to studies, they say you eat how many spiders in your lifetime?
Kobe beef. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, no, hot dogs. The last time I did a practice, I've only done like 3 or 4 practices, honestly, with the hot dogs. So I couldn't say I'm good at them, and I can't say I'm bad at them. I've never really done them. The last time I did a practice was, it might have been like 6 years ago, at least 5, but it might have been 6 years ago. And I did it with Steve Hendry in his kitchen. He was MLE eating too. And I was just there for kind of craps and giggles. I did 50 or 51 in 10 minutes. But that, like I said, that's 5 or 6 years ago. I haven't practiced since then, so I couldn't even give you an answer on the hot dog. So top 3, yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I would have to try again. I haven't. It's been a while, so. I mean, snacks there can eat all the tuna flavored hot dogs.
Tuna flavored hot dogs. Though.
Tuna flavored hot dogs.
How's that?
Who is someone I know you told me who Tuna Shogun. You told me the other day, or like weeks ago or something. Who is that?
I just a subscriber, as far as I know. I don't.
I know I've heard. Someone told me one, and I just. Oh, Darren knows.
Oh, Darren knows.
Yeah, Darren knows because Darren was on the first live that we didn't remember.
Yeah,
and he knows who it is.
Hot dogs or corn dogs? I'm saying corn dogs. I like corn dogs better than hot dogs.
Corn dogs are way better than hot dogs.
I don't know.
Jumbo.
Depends on if it's a turkey dog or a beef dog, I guess. Ooh, you can get the really cheap chicken ones. Mmm, delicious. With all the potted pork product all smushed together.
Pork
Bar S.
Bar S.
Bar S hot dogs.
That's what you train with. They're extra salty.
Yeah. I mean, I would train with the absolute worst, nastiest hot dogs I could find is what I would do.
That would be a good call.
Well, I mean, if they're disgusting and they're gaggy and no one wants to eat them, it's going to make it worse, so.
Is that like the Kunzlers?
The what now?
Kunzlers hot dogs?
Never heard of them.
Like 24 of them for like $4.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, Nathan's dogs suck anyway, so probably train with them.
They're snappy and extremely salty.
I did them when I did the contest in Minnesota in 13. They were garlicky, like really They had like a real. I mean, they had a very strong flavor, and they were also outside in 50-degree weather for a couple hours in Minnesota. So I don't. They were really cold.
Technically, Jesus, I don't have the record on 10 Whoppers. Technically, Jeff Esper has that record now. He did it in 3:54. And my time was 4:43.
Was that his time?
Jeff's was 3:54.
Oh gosh.
I think I could do it better than I did before than this time. I'm just not wasting the money again.
They're expensive.
I wouldn't do it again without a collab because that's the only reason it gained any traction was because of Corbucci, because I think it got 150K or something like that. But it would never have got near the views if it wouldn't have been a collab.
I think that Whoppers are 2 for $10 right now.
That's not. No. If you go on the app, actually, you can get a way better deal.
You can get them for 2 for $6 sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's 2 Whopper meals that I'm thinking.
It's the 2 for $10. Remember, one chicken, one
fries, and drinks.
You get like 2 meals for $10.
Yeah, that Little T says it's 2 for $6.
2 for $6.
Yeah, no, we were talking about this last week. Remember when we used to have Whopper Wednesdays and they were $1 or 99 cents or something like that?
I don't remember that.
Well, then you weren't listening because I know me and Pool were talking about it.
No. I mean, I don't remember when Whoppers were $1. I don't remember that.
This would be back in the early, either late 90s and early 2000s. Tuna Tuesdays.
I was in high school.
Yeah, well, I was still working at Burger King then, so it doesn't. Oh my god!
The next eating contest, who knows?
Depends when this whole quarantine thing ends.
Hamburg's still on. Chris Trey messaged me last night and said that it's not moved and it's the same. They're not taking it away or anything. They're doing it as planned. So,
yeah, I mean, anything earlier in the summer right now, I mean, I think it's pretty much canceled for sure at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't plan a big venue. You can't get around it. It's like if the government will not allow you to have it, you can't have it. So, but
Thomas Brackett, how do I train for my capacity? It's a little extreme sometimes, so I'm not gonna. You saw the SpaghettiO thing? Kind of looks like that. We'll leave it at that.
Gross.
I will, however, say I'm approaching an all-time high on that subject, though. So we'll see.
Have I done a challenge with Beard from the UK? I've eaten with him several times. We've done contests.
I did a couple challenges with him. His most popular video on his YouTube channel has me in it.
Which one is that?
Me and Bob, Magnum 44.
Oh, the Magnum, yeah.
Yeah, we did it in New York 3 years ago.
The pizza's actually pretty good.
That pizza sucked.
Not bad.
Yeah, it sucked because you put a bunch of cruddy old pineapple on it.
Pineapple is delicious. That pizza.
Pineapple is delicious. You know what? We'll have to deal her in on our special pizza we invented, accidentally Pool, if she doesn't say that it's gross. Wait till you see the 30-inch version of it. You'll be like, oh my god, that's delicious.
So what's on it?
I can't tell you. We're not gonna disclose it until we actually make it a challenge.
It's a pizza.
It's gigando. It's a surprise.
Mm-hmm. You guys see Raina's 30 Big Macs? She edits burgers. She's deleting all the comments that pointed out.
Yeah, I know. I got called out by a subscriber, said he was unsubscribing from my channel because I was nasty to Raina. Then I pointed out that Raina cheated, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll resubscribe to your channel. I was unaware of that." I'm like, and I went into a detailed thing stating that from another professional eater standpoint, if you see somebody struggle with 10 or 11 pounds of pho, but somehow they were able to eat 15 pounds of solid food plus half a gallon of fluid, something doesn't add up. I'm sorry. Hey, Scott Rubin in the house.
Ready to push some of the Big Macs out of you. Thanks, Scott. Hey, by the way, thanks for your help with the extra math today too. We're struggling. I've got 4 kids here, and they all have different math levels, and you can't talk to any of the teachers basically without them being available at the times that they are. And I don't remember 9th grade geometry. Or algebra.
Yes, Becky. Raina cheated.
Yeah, she cheated.
Well, she didn't necessarily cheat. She just faked the video. She made it appear like she finished it, but she didn't finish it.
Well, that's cheating.
In a way, yeah. I mean, it's her own challenge. I mean, technically, you can't cheat at your own.
No, it's cheating if she says she did something and she didn't. It's a lie.
Fancy editing.
Fancy editing.
I'm going to buy 50 Big Macs, put them all on the table, and throw them in the garbage can and say I ate them.
Yeah, Scott, I have a 10th grader. I also have an 8th grader, a 6th grader, and a 5th grader. True story. You have basically a graduated senior.
Technically, she's actually she has everything done for school. She leaves for college at the end of August. So, praise Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. See the that one. Mapronomicon. She's like, yeah. See, Raina blocked that person because if you say anything to Raina that she doesn't like, she blocks you immediately. So she's blocking everybody now.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. April, no, my kids will never follow my footsteps. No thanks.
Kylie wanted to do the contest. I said, you're an adult. You want to do it? You're more than welcome to.
I know, yeah, unless she's 18, I guess.
She's 18 now. I can't stop her. She wants to enter Nathan's. I said, let her rip.
I don't think how much do you think she could actually eat?
She's eaten 12 before in one sitting when we were good.
No way. Not in 10 minutes though.
Oh yeah, she's less than that.
Dude.
She's the son of me. Come on, she picked up something. Mr. Poole looks baked. Nah, that's just residual.
Nah, that's just what he looks like.
That's residual from 10 years ago.
Could be.
He's high on life. She doesn't need 30 to qualify. You can go to Coney with 3.
Yeah, as long as you're the top female in the.
As long as you're the top female at the qualifier, and people last year won with 3.
Yeah, but I think it's if you have under 10 hot dogs.
They don't do that anymore.
Oh no, it's 3 period because yeah, it used to be if you had under 10, you had to pay for your own way to get there.
Yeah, Darren said they did away with that. I guess. I don't know. I'd have to confer with him, but I'm pretty sure he told me that they stopped doing that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I thought we talked about it one time, but I can't remember. You don't even need. Where's that name at?
Say what now,
Brian? It's you don't even need 30 to qualify on the male side. People got in the teens. I mean, that's obviously low end, but
I can eat like 3 hot dogs. That's about it. I'll never make it.
You still have any specifically? Wow. Specifically train or do challenges you do maintain your eating capacity sufficiently. You have to train it all the time or you will lose it every day. I mean, every other day, I guess you could get away with it.
Brian, there's usually 12 qualifiers, 10 or 12 qualifiers across the country. And basically how it works, the top male and the top female, no matter how, like if the top male could eat 1, and as long as you're the top male at the contest, you still get in. So it's whoever is at the contest. It's all skill based, I guess.
Monica's hitting on Snacks. Snacks, you better reply. She said, "You're so quiet. How are you, winky face?"
Ooh.
If she replies back with so many Y's, you know what that means, Paul. Yeah, she wants the dick. Andy Cole doesn't like any of that nonsense, though. It's straight to it. He doesn't like any of that mumbo jumbo.
I'm getting chased with axes and
No,
everything.
get chased at. He doesn't want any of that. You could be a dude. Maybe you're 400 pounds. He doesn't like any of that. He just wants to go straight to it.
Katina, I think you could actually do Nathan. So I think you'd be probably about middle of the table there. Honestly.
Shout out to my girl Katina Eats Kilos for shouting me out the other day in the video, not once, but twice. Katina, that netted me almost 400 subscribers. You keep it up. You keep it up and you're going to get a complimentary decal shipped to you free. What would you like? This style? Or would you like the big one?
Oh, jeez. You should get one that looks like Snacks's face.
I should. I actually got your decals are on the way, and also E3 decals. Those decals.
Katina, I went out and I did that the whole that McDonald's Twitter thing today. Oh gosh, that's expensive, and my food was completely cold.
Yeah, well, by the way, that thing gained traction, and that one Spanish guy, the Estix or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
he counted out Darren in his video. The funny part was he said it was about that $3,500 challenge, but actually he was doing the tub of Nutella, which he didn't say a thing about me or Jesse in the whole video. But then he talked about if that video got 100,000 likes, he would do the $3,500 McDonald's challenge. And he shouted out Darren for having the fastest time. I'm like, damn it! I'm like, I finished that tub of Nutella in 10 minutes and took you 22, and I got nothing.
Yeah. No, I mean,
that sounds awful.
It was awful.
I'd do it.
16,000 calories.
I did those 15 jars of peanut butter once.
That's awful too.
That's awful too. I remember editing that when it was rough.
It was so gross. Didn't know. I was in a hotel in Salt Lake City and I put him in a warm bathtub just to try to soften it up. So it was a little bit more runny. It was, oh God, I'm sitting down. I couldn't swallow it after a while. I was just like, oh geez. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, no, the McDonald's thing, Katina. I didn't do the actual one that was in the picture because the one in the picture was three double quarter pounders, 1/4 pounder, 2 medium fries, 4 medium drinks, and 30 McNuggets. And
should have been 4 double quarter pounders.
no, it's 3 double quarter pounders.
Everybody else did 4. They all just evened it out. The one I saw was four doubles, 2 fries, and 2 larges and 2 mediums.
Yeah, well, then if I screwed it up, whatever, it doesn't matter because I ended up doing the 4 double quarter pounders plus 2 single quarter pounders, so I got an extra bun, an extra pickle, so I don't care. So it still did more.
You were all
then I got large fries instead of the medium, and then I got large drinks instead of the medium, and then I got 40 nuggets because I just paid a couple extra cents. So, but they screwed up my food. It was ice cold. They didn't give me any of my sauces that I asked for. And then I got to the window and the lady says she was smoking a lot of weed. So I'm like, oh, okay.
That sounds like a bull trick.
Yeah, no, I handed her I had a coupon for a buy one get one big quarter pounder, and I gave it to her, and she's like, what is this? I'm like, it's a coupon for a buy one get one. And she's like, I don't know what the heck this is. I'm like, it's buy one get one, and she's like, so she calls manager over, and she's like, I don't know what the hell to do with this. I'm sitting there, I'm kind of just like looking away and looking down. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh gosh. She's like, I swear I'm not smoking crack. I don't smoke crack. It's like, I just smoke a lot of weed. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, this guy couldn't have been like 18 years old. I'm sitting there. I'm like, and you're at McDonald's not being able to run my debit card. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh gosh. And I just want to say, this is why you don't make $15 an hour.
I was going to say, and that's the type that wants $15 an hour.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Yes, Jeff just did 19.5 pounds of mac and cheese today. I saw that.
I love mac and cheese. How many boxes was it? Oh, 12?
Had to be more than 12 because Bob just did 13 and it was only 14 pounds.
I did 10 boxes that one time. I didn't weigh it though. It was a lot.
Can't trust stoners. Actually, you probably can trust the stoner. It's probably the only people you can trust.
Nah, she just seemed like really off. Like she couldn't figure out. I mean, I told her it was a coupon and she didn't know what the heck it was. She didn't understand coupon. I don't know.
Because Jeff hates Bob. Now, Brian, don't start that crap. Nobody hates anybody. We got into that subject last week with that other guy at the time.
Oh gosh, nah. That was the guy. I found that guy's name too. It was Justin something or other. I actually found him underneath my thing because I remember it was driving me nuts. I had to look through all my accounts to find out who it was. I wonder if that guy will come back again.
I don't think Ben. I don't think Jeff has said something bad about anybody. Not that I know of.
Oh, Jeff's amazing. He's such a nice person. No, he'll help anybody out. I think he's like truly of all. If you look at all the eaters, he's one of the kindest, salt of the earth. Like, I mean, he's not a bad person. He couldn't be mean if he tried.
That guy said you need to work on your speed pull. We watched this in the back of the truck.
Oh, Justin Apathy. Oh, thanks, Kara. Justin Apathy. Let me look at I want to see who that was. It's under my see if I can find the name. Remember it was Justin.
Somebody said trust the helium muffins.
the helium muffins. No. There we go.
What do you think, Andy Pohl? You're quiet.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just reading down through comments.
Jeff's video is passive aggressive towards Bob. That's what the point is. I gather that it's passive aggressive. I don't know if it's necessarily pointed at anybody, but whatever.
Jeff doesn't go after anybody though. He doesn't do that. It's not. Jeff does bulk because Jeff can do bulk, and Jeff is fast. But Jeff will never ever go after anybody or claim that he has a record or claim that he's better than he's never done that. He's not. He has no ego. Jeff is not that kind of guy. Mm-mm. What we got there? Yeah.
Referencing Jeff. He was referencing Justin, not Bob. I get it. Okay, I got it, Brian.
Yeah. So Justin's last name was Harkey, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at my my Instagram right now. I had hundreds and hundreds of unanswered messages from him. I'm just like, ooh.
What is that stalker?
Oh man, I can't. I just I think he had some mental issues too though. 'Cause I actually met him. He came to an event that I had in Iowa, and I actually did meet the guy, and he had some issues. So yeah.
Everett Smith wants to know, Andy, what's your favorite food in competition?
I don't necessarily have a favorite food in competition.
He just likes snacks.
I actually like sugar, so I'd go with like pie or something.
Blueberry pie. You should get the belt this year. It's hanging over there.
I don't know if I even want that belt. So,
It's ghetto.
For pie?
The blueberry pie eating championship belt's pretty ghetto.
Yeah, are they still doing that again this year, or is that obviously canceled?
Still on, as far as I know.
It was like, I think July 13th or something last year.
It is until the middle of July. It's awful. The pie's cold.
The pie was cold. Oh yeah, you took. Wasn't it like frozen?
No, not in the contest, but it was cold. They kept it in a refrigerated truck until we got there, and I'm like, nah, got to take it out. Because the guy from the sub hub asked me if I was going to break the record again this year. I said if it's warm, I probably can't. Last year I did like 10.5 pounds.
Gross.
41.
But those are like little
Walmart pies, round, 4 ounces a piece.
Ah, okay. But at that point, you're eating a heck of a lot more crust than you are filling compared to like a whole size pie.
They're pretty. Actually, what do you think, Andy? They're pretty full. I mean,
Yeah, they're not bad.
it's a very gelatinous food though because it's cold and it's like a pie filling, like a canned pie filling, so it's kind of hard to swallow. But I used coffee and water last year. It worked pretty well.
I still want to go and do like all the what is it? The Z Burger and stuff this year. That's 3rd of July.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I was gonna message Kenny.
Well, not even just that. It's like you got that. I mean, heck, I don't even know if Nathan's going on. Nothing.
What about Paul's Pantry? Are you gonna still travel out there if they have that, or?
I had to buy a ticket, and that's like crap. Well,
I thought about it, but like second place, if we were to both go out to that, I don't know if it would pay to even go second because by the time you buy a ticket, you're not going to make any money.
I think they were up they upped the prize the second year that I went. The first year was 1,000 for first. The second year was 1,500.
It's 15 this year, then 600 for second.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, they would have to put it out there sometime soon. Well, but the thing is, Paul's Pantry is actually just that restaurant's event. It's not like it's at a venue.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could still probably do. I mean, heck, they could. I don't think they would do with the social distancing going on. I just don't feel that they could put that off or put that on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Nate Figs, saucy sauce. Nate Figs isn't a cheater. Nate's capacity is legit. I've seen him train before. He faked the 150,000 calorie video as a stab at somebody else. That's what that was intended. He was showing people how easy it is to fake a video. That's what he was trying to show. Yeah, Sazi, he admitted to it. He admitted to show you how easy it is to faking a video.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it all the time. He created that video with the intent that people would be informed of how easy it is to cheat on a video.
No, I mean, if you're doing it like that, I mean, but in reference to maybe other people's videos where it's not good editing and it's blatantly showing that you're cheating by faking it and skipping and having bad skipping, then it's kind of like that just shows that you're cheating, you know. But
yeah, so I mean, I get it. The general public didn't know, but we got like eaters. We all knew what was going on because he talked to about us in chat rooms about how he was going to go about it and show you how easy it is to cheat, especially with Nate's level of editing. I mean, he's probably one of the most talented videographer, editors, media guys I know. He's very talented.
Yeah. Super nice guy. Maybe I should like start faking all my videos and like halfway through I can shove half the food off the table real quick, like, oh, I just ate that real quick.
Crossfade.
Just do a 30-pound bowl of mashed potatoes, but only fill up the face of it. The whole back's empty. That's how they used to do it back in the day.
I mean, well, I guess I got better things to do than that, though.
I left for a minute to watch Raina's channel. She definitely cheated. Yeah, we know.
She definitely cheated. Yeah.
I mean,
the problem is your general public, people, and I know this not only from being a content creator, but also from my own experiences. You only watch the first minute of the video, then you fast forward to find out what happens at the end because nobody sits through a 15, 20-minute video. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, so that's why Raina puts people that are going to cheat, put the cuts in the middle because nobody watches it. They just fast forward. So the majority of your public, say that video gets 400,000 views, 150,000 people saw it, but 300 or 250,000 didn't see it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
So your majority of your people don't see it. So that's why you get people in the comment section that don't think she cheated because they didn't actually sit and watch the video. Where what was funny was Andy says to me, hey, Raina ate 30 Big Macs. Quote unquote 830 Big Macs. So I go on and look at it and I just skipped around the video a little bit and I landed 3 times on places where the food disappeared or things were cut. You know what I mean? And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, people, they found a niche and people buy into it and they're making money. I know a lot of other eaters that cheat, that fake their videos and they're making a crap ton of money. They figured it out. Entertainment sells. So, I mean, that's what they feel they need to do.
Yeah. Well, and if you want to be known as a cheater, I mean, or whatever, like I said, I just, it's like, I think everyone, once they're an established eater, is people know what they can and cannot do. I mean, I can do over 20 pounds. I mean, yeah.
People know that as of January, when the SpaghettiOs I couldn't do 20 pounds. 20 pounds went in. Half a gallon came back out. 20 pounds went in. Half a gallon came back out 4 times. But version 2.0 coming at you soon. You wait till you see it.
Did you do it again already?
You needed a few extra cans.
Did you already did it again?
Not yet. That's what I'm building up for. I got 2 big videos planned. That's why my capacity training is on full tilt right now because I want to be able to make sure Annie knows which one to talk about. And the thing is, I keep talking myself out of it. I'm like, we better train. I was like, we better train. Give me 2 more nights of training, and then I'll do it. Give me 2 more days.
Do I know about this?
Maybe. It's
gonna be awful.
It's gonna be awful. Massively dry.
You're not eating concrete or sand or something like that or dirt.
No, and I'm not.
That would be massively dry, all right.
That would be massively dry.
I'm not going to chug What did I tell you that one time I was going to do and you yelled at me? Listerine. Chugging Listerine like a boss.
If you're going to drink something that is not intended for the purpose of actual nutritional value, like chemicals, over-the-counter stuff, you are you're teaching people that that's okay.
Like
that's
2 gallons of cooking oil.
That's meant to be consumed.
Not a 2 gallons.
No, but Listerine, that's not food.
You consume more oil in a minute 5 than McDonald's does in a week. Speaking of Z-Burger.
That's still food, though. I mean, no offense. No food in mass quantity is good for you. I don't care who the hell you are or what it is. There's no food in mass quantity that's good for you.
That's lubrication, Molly Scoober.
Shut the heck up.
Lubrication.
I'm just saying, though, that if it's not even a food, like Listerine, that's not food. That's not meant for consumption. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that's stupid. That's dumb.
I get that. What is your favorite way to capacity trains besides water? What foods do you use? Everything dense, because then you don't have to eat as much of it. Like you go and you find the biggest, fattiest cinnamon rolls you can, like big. Me and Andy call them fat bitches.
Yeah, oil chugging is not equal to Listerine chugging. I wouldn't do that.
Listen, me and Andy have this. We have our favorite bakery lady in at Weiss because she double clicks them. Her angel cream donuts, they're double clickers, and by double clickers, you know when you stick it on the little thing and they well, she's they're like almost don't even close. They're like big puffy. You bite into them and it all shoots out the back. We call them double clickers. I was like, oh, Pool, look at these. These are double clickers.
They have some weight.
They do have some weight. 6 of them is like 1.5 pounds.
Cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, donuts.
Oh, donuts. That's not very heavy for a roll.
I like donuts and cake. Not necessarily in that order.
Donuts and cake donuts.
What about that cake that one night, Pool, was like, what was that called? Buttercrumb something or other. It was like.
Yeah, it was like cinnamon buttercrumb or something.
Cinnamon buttercrumb. It was like $2 on the discount rack. It was like sitting there eating it, and I gave him the Tommy Boy line. I was like, oh, geez, I can actually hear you getting fatter.
I'm eating nutty bars because they're delicious, David. And I've eaten more than one.
Wait, we ate 50 of those one time. They were awful.
Gross.
Or was it 25? What was it?
Yeah, it was 25 of them.
It was awful.
12 bottles of ketchup.
You did 10, didn't you?
I did 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Yeah. Maybe it was 10 bottles. I don't know. I got them on clearance for 5 cents a bottle.
I remember that, yeah. So, Katina, what about this collaboration? Everybody, I saw in the comment section in your video that people want to see the Killer Kilos collaboration, and I couldn't agree more. What food do you absolutely hate because of a challenge? French fries. French fries suck. I hate French fries. Damn things.
You baby.
Huh?
I said, you baby. French fries. French fries are delicious.
French fries. I'm so ready. Well, Katina, you pick out the challenge. You tell me what it is. We'll do a video.
Yeah, let's do a collaboration. I'll do it. I'll throw it down. I'll eat whatever.
I have 2 videos this weekend I got to shoot. I got to do my 25,000 sub video, which I figured out. It's that idea that I talked about with the certain quantities and blah, blah, blah. Remember I was telling you about? Ever think about eating a rotisserie chicken? Spike, Molly ate a rotisserie chicken in her kitchen in the Christmas video. She actually recorded that here because she was here picking up a computer, and we prepared it for her because she was on the road. So
it was delicious. Mr. Poole made me dinner.
The driest mashed potatoes that ever existed.
You know what?
All
though?
the directions on those things too. They were like massively dry.
But they were just dense. They were actually really good.
You should have put some cream cheese in them, Andy Pool. That's a secret.
There wasn't any here.
You put sour cream in them too.
Butter, lots of butter, and milk, and cut
Mhm.
cream cheese. That's how I make
There was
mine.
lots of butter and milk in there.
Hey, Jen, what's happening? Do you have a favorite non-eater YouTuber you follow, Brian? I watch a couple different. I watch a lot of construction and stuff like that. I also watch a lot of car channels. I like watching Foxcast Media. They do all Fox Body Mustang stuff, which I enjoy. And also, I watch this guy named Minty's Comedic Arts, and he does like 10 things you didn't know about movies. It's kind of fun. It's like behind the scenes stuff. I watch that too, time to time. Tabitha Molly just did that challenge today.
Yeah, I did today.
Yes, Molly ripped the chicken apart, limb from limb.
Was gonna eat the bones, decided not to.
Should have. Chestnut would have ate the bones.
I know. Oh, that was a huge challenge, by the way. I don't know. It was like
It was like 20 pounds.
like 19 or 20 pounds. I was like, oh god.
You told us
That was
to
pretty
keep
awesome.
stacking it up, so we kept stacking it up, man. That was also the day of the driest burger challenge in history forever.
What?
Sir Barney's. That was the weekend we did Sir Barney's too. It was
Oh
dry.
yeah. That was that.
Screw it, you guys got relish on yours.
That is
Sir
that
Barney's
had
food
to have
in
been
the
the
restaurant is
worst
really
burger
cool.
I've ever eaten in my whole life.
Sir
The
Barney's food and stuff is really good. I won't take anything away from the restaurant, but their challenge is definitely dry.
yeah. No,
You can't cook like a huge burger patty though and not have it be like massively dry.
If you cook a big one and you do it low and slow and long in an oven with foil double wrapped, it'll stay, but it takes a long time. You know what I mean? It's almost like a barbecue style thing. You have to let it cook for, because that 6-pounder I did that I put on the giant hamburger, it wasn't dry.
they ever pay you?
No, never got my $200.
I thought they were gonna pay 500.
Actually, I'm the only person to ever finish it. Mine was like 10.5 pounds when I made it.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna pay you like $500 for that.
They said they were going to pay me, but I still have the tweet that says there's a check on the way, but that was... I can tell you how long ago it was. Hey, Jeff replied to my comment on his video.
See what now?
I replied on Jeff's video today. I said, way to kill it, that 19 pounds of whatever. Yeah, see?
I cannot read. That's bright. Holy cow. Ouch.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can dim her down so you can actually see it. We have a check for 200 and we put it in Killer Kennedy and it's on the way. See right there?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I never got it.
There was a place, one of my very first challenges in Burlington, Iowa. I think the place is called the Italian. And I have the whole conversation from Facebook and on Facebook Messenger. I messaged them. It was a team pizza challenge, and it paid $300 if you finished it. And it was before Bacon Fest. And the only reason I was going to go, because this is on the butt end of Iowa. I'm in Omaha, and I had to go all the way it's 4 hours across the state of Iowa to get over there. And Des Moines is like little over 2 hours from where I was going. So for me to go put an extra 4+ hours into my trip and have to stay overnight, I was like, hey, so I said to him, it's like, hey, so if I do it by myself, would you pay more? And of course, I'm a girl. I had just started doing the eating thing. And they said, yeah, we'll pay you $500. And I have it all in the Facebook. It's all in my Messenger. And the guy's like, oh, well, and one of the employees must have gotten under there and messaged you that. I don't know why anyone would have ever said that. I'm like, and they only paid me the $300. So, I mean, I had to cover a hotel because I had my kids with me. And I was actually pretty upset about that. But the guy never held up to his bargain. He said somebody else did it. I'm like, that's bull. Like an employee. So if some employee is under your business messaging people, that person should be responsible for that.
Yeah.
You messaged me saying that you're going to pay me $500. That stinks. Oh,
Yeah,
and the 4 people.
when restaurants promise things, I like to make sure I have it in plain text because they always like, oh, we didn't say that. We didn't,
Mhm.
And I went into a restaurant one time and they brought the challenge out and it was like 11, 12 pounds and it was supposed to be 6. And the guy's like, no, I told you. I'm like, no, you didn't. It's right here. You messaged me. You said 6 pounds total. It was the time we went to me and Ramsey went to do a breakfast challenge and they said it was 6 pounds total. We got there and each plate, there were 2 plates per challenge and it was 6 pounds per plate. He had this mess, which was like a big breakfast scramble, and it was on the grill. And I'm like, oh, there's our challenges. He goes, no, that's one challenge. I'm like, dude, that's like 11 pounds by itself. And you don't even have the 3 pancakes on there yet. He's like, well, we got it close. I'm like, dude, 6 and 11 is not close.
We got it close.
So he's like, well, what's fair? Like 9? I'm like, 6? Like you promised? 6 pounds?
Maybe 7.
Maybe 7? I mean, I had just started. I mean, I was only in competitive eating like maybe 6, 8 months. There was no way. It came out and it was 8. And I finished it. And let's just say I made it across the street to CVS. And that's as far as I made it.
Yeah, see, all these people out here, they're all bringing up all things like, when you guys had that 10 pounds of pizza dough in your pizza, and Katina's got the broken yolk and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my god! It's like, yeah, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Yeah, about the same thing here.
Hey, Katina, by the way, you got to make sure when you do a collab that you have stuff that we have because us East Coasters don't have the West Coasters and vice versa. Like we don't have In-N-Out or something, anything like that. So, which I had an In-N-Out experience and I was actually extremely disappointed.
Their food sucks.
Yeah, because remember we got the fries like 3 times and they were gross.
They're dry. They were mealy.
They were like real mealy, like they were old, like frozen and then like thawed and then refrozen and then fried. You get the cycle.
No, the burgers were good though.
Yeah, the burgers.
It was just the fries.
And I had Whataburger, which was delicious.
Kind of remind me.
Did you know when we were in Texas and we stopped at that Buc-ee's? Do you know that's the largest gas station in the world?
Which that really humongous one that we stopped at.
That's the world's largest gas station.
Yeah.
It literally has everything in it you need. It has a post office.
That place was huge.
Yeah. I walked inside. I was like, holy crap.
I walked inside. I had extreme volcano ass.
Jalapenos.
I was razor blades. I was in there. I was like, that scene from Dumb and Dumber? That was me. I had my feet on the door. I was like, oh, it burned so bad. That was after we got out of the freaking parking lot. We were stuck in for 3 effing hours.
I actually had to go back to a porta potty in the festival because it wasn't going to wait.
After you talked about it for 2 hours, we're like, are you going to go? If you're going, get us something to drink.
We kind of figured that those ladies that had blocked us in that had parked illegally were eventually going to move, but they never came back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Like, get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, we've only been waiting here for 3 hours for you to leave. Oh, wow. Sorry. I'm like, you illegally parked behind us and blocked us in.
They were parked on the road.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I can't. Horrible. So horrible. How much to prank call Brandon? I mean, I can call him right now for free.
Want me to punch inside your face for free?
Yeah, whenever I call Brandon, whatever, I just usually call him a couple expletives and whatever, and he calls me a couple back, so.
Prove it. Call him.
Well, I can show you the texts. They're pretty bad. Why do you want us to keep pranking people?
Andy Pool's pranking somebody. Andy Pool's Snapchatting right now.
I'm not gonna prank Randy.
Prank call Randy. We should do it.
Nah. Randy's good to my kids. I like Randy. He's a nice guy. What the hell?
Prank call Andy Pool.
Call Randy and Brandon at the same time so they talk to each other.
Who you calling? Oh, jeez.
I'll bring snacks. Nah. What answer the phone? What a loser.
Maybe we should call Joel Henson, pretend to be Patrice.
Actually, Dan, you should call him.
Get him in here and say, "This is Patrice."
I could find that video.
That's classic.
Let me see if I can find that. That was funny. Oh my gosh.
That's because Andy looks like a total creeper.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. This is a great video.
That thumbnail for my video, like, damn Andy looking creepy as shit.
It's bad. Hey, Patrice.
This is Patrice.
I'll find it. Hold on. See if I can get it on the screen.
So what's a good word? What's everybody else into tonight?
Over here, all we did, I did some homework with the kids today. I took the kids to a park later on. I made a turkey for dinner.
I like turkey.
That's all right.
I had cottage cheese for dinner and raisins.
I actually like cottage cheese.
Me too. Cottage cheese with raisins in it, Andy Pool.
That is gross.
That is gross.
You shut your dirty horse mouth, Andy Pool.
Yeah, you're all gross. That was this year, right?
Yeah, it was just this past September.
Joel Henson. I like him.
Nice.
Nice.
Speaking of the devil.
Say what now?
Speaking of the devil, he just messaged me.
When did we go to
September.
Was it September?
Yeah.
That's October. There we go.
Thank you. You were my for Tuesday. Well, that's. I guess you and Dan really know me well, Patrice. Oh, I know you well, Andy. Patrice. Okay. Yeah. So actually, I
jump on the live stream.
Off the phone here. I gotta get. I'm already at your house. Meet me there. I'm actually not at my. I see you. Patrice, is this a I smell fear.
Oh, geez.
He's gonna jump on. Joel said he would jump on the live stream.
Patrice.
Patrice? This is Patrice. He's gonna jump on. When he jumps on, you can invite him.
Huh?
I said he's gonna jump on. You can invite him.
Patrice.
This is Patrice.
Patrice.
This is Patrice.
That's funny. That was probably one of the best trips ever.
That was fun.
I felt bad though because he had to go to the hospital.
I don't think he actually went.
I think he did.
I think he avoided it.
I don't think he went. I think he went back over the border and just took it easy for a couple of days.
I'll have to ask him. No, it's not Clarice. It was Patrice.
Patrice? Whoa, what up?
Patrice.
Joel's on. Invite him to the feed.
I don't see him. Is he on there?
Yeah, he's on there.
I don't see him.
Joel Henson. Hello, Andy. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Andy. Joel, we just I put your Patrice video up.
I sent him a clip of it.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so did you actually end up going to? I can't remember. I thought you went to the hospital that night, Joel. Did you just go back home, or did you go to the hospital? I know you didn't do those 2 challenges with us.
Yeah, Joel Hansen. You should
Yeah,
get on the live. Can you add him to the live stream? Can you send him a link?
I can send him. Okay, I'll link.
You want me to send it to him?
Sure. Yeah. I do have his phone number. Well, holy crap! Where's the Tylenol? If someone can get me a can of surströmming and send it to me, then I'll eat it. Absolutely.
That's gross.
Care? Have you seen what I've eaten?
Yeah, but that's still gross.
Whoops.
A wild game challenge would be interesting. I'd do it.
Oh, Mr. Backlund from Wisconsin. Send me a can of that crap. I don't think it's locally made in Wisconsin, though. It'd be hard to find.
There we go. Sorry, Joel. The first one was a typo. My fat fingers.
Yeah. Can you guys hear Sniff?
Snarf. Dorian fruit is disgusting, Katina. I'm not doing it.
It feels like a dirty butt.
I haven't sniffed too many dirty butts. Most of them are clean.
Hello. Indeed. I've been waiting for you.
But Patrice, you're
Patrice?
where have you been?
Do you remember me? I Andy,
You were watching me.
I'm always in your shadow. I like to walk 6 feet behind you, Andy. That way I also social distance.
There you go.
You don't sound very muffled for having a mask on.
What's up, y'all?
What up, dude?
I like the hair thing. What's going on with that? Is it because you're just changing it up or because you can't find a barber?
No, I've been growing out for a while, but look how long it is. I didn't realize how long it was. It's crazy, yeah?
That looks like mine.
Yeah, it's almost like yours, basically. Probably
Yeah.
is, honestly. Yeah.
Mine may be a little bit longer, actually.
I just need to put mine back. Look, I'm you. I just need to dye it blonde.
Dang, dude, you've been hitting the gym during quarantine. You're looking huge.
Huge. I mean, since all gyms are closed, no. But, keeping doing what I can. How's everybody up in this businessle? I caught the end of your conversation. I theoretically went to the hospital, but I pulled in the thing and I said, I'm going home. So I went home.
What a baby.
Yeah. You get free healthcare, don't you?
Pardon me?
You get free healthcare in Canada, though, don't you?
I mean, like, we pay for it in taxes, but like I could have went and not paid anything at the moment.
Oh.
I would have. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like some kind of gas or some kind of weird pain, but yeah, it was horrible. It was really, really bad. But
Yes,
it was all good.
Yes, music junkie. Joel is an eater. Technically, everybody in the world is an eater. You have to eat.
I eat every now and then, every day.
Somebody asked me what happens when I'm done eating. I said, I die.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, you mean when I'm done competitively eating, not eating in general? Like, what? Are you ever going to stop eating? I'm like, yeah, when I die.
Hopefully not.
Right?
What's his channel? What's his channel? YouTube.com/Joel Henson.
Yep, it's my name.
Slash that guy.
I'll put a link.
Backslash.
So what's up, y'all?
Hashtag Canadian.
Yeah.
Patrice.
Hashtag Patrice.
Hashtag Patrice.
Hashtag Patrice.
Patrice.
Hashtag Patrice.
I'm not a mod. It won't let me. It won't let me send a link. But yeah, just you can find me at Joel Hansen. Anyway, what's up, y'all? How are things? I only got a couple. I only got a second.
But with your name on them, that way you can just show people.
That's a good looking sticker.
Hey, would you like one? I have them enveloped and ready to roll.
Enveloped and ready to roll, eh? Send them out. Here, this is my. I don't have stickers. I have a card.
There's business cards. There's business cards in them too. The lady from Canada today, she got hers, and she's like, "I really appreciate the decal and also the bonus business card you put in there." I said, "Now the business cards are in there to make the envelope stiff so the decal doesn't bend."
Don't tell them that. No, I'm just kidding.
I said,
Awesome.
"But you're welcome for the free business card."
Oh gosh.
Awesome.
I know what I wanted to ask you while I have you on here. How's your Teespring sales? Does it work pretty good? Because I'm working on that.
Mine?
I mean, does Teespring work well for you, or does it seem like the pricing's fair?
I mean, like you can like, there's a bit like a minimum, right? Like whatever shirt, like let's say it's $15, right? So like you do have like a little bit of wiggle room. It'll price it, I think, standardly like 25 or whatever. So I mean, you can like play with that pricing in that regard. I really don't think like it's nice that it's convenient and you don't have to do anything with it, but I wouldn't say you make like too much off of it myself. But
so you're definitely better off to just buy like 50 shirts and then sell them, and then buy 50 more and then sell them.
So that's the first thing I did. So the first time I especially if you're in the States, like it's obviously a lot more difficult when you're shipping internationally, like just more expensive.
Yeah.
So the first time I bought, like I went to a guy and I like got him just to print me shirts. I was definitely making, a few, I was getting a better return on it than over Teespring. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, like, is it a huge difference? No, but it's actually more expensive for the individual probably to buy it off a Teespring.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're buying the shirts for $15 and you have to sell them for 25, if you were buying them for 10 and you were selling them for 20, you're still making almost the same profit margin than people. It's more affordable for people to buy.
And like I said, especially in the States. So if you're like in the States shipping to the States, your shipping is probably cheaper than what Teespring is going to charge them.
You can flat rate everything, and a T-shirt can go in a flat rate box for like $4 or $5.
Yeah, like it's like $5, and then you don't have to pay tax. So
yeah,
Unless you're in my opinion, if the Teespring's better if it's just like you have people all over buying them, you don't want to deal. Why I actually went to Teespring is because the guy I was using. He stopped doing it. And then when I tried to approach other people, they either wanted more or they wanted me to order just like a huge number. And I'm like, I'm not ready to do that. Like maybe one day. So if you had like a good hookup for it, but Teespring's not bad. Just, I mean, it's okay. Like for what it is, it's good. Like the service is good, but
well, what I was working on is I got the merchandise for Molly, and I also have the merchandise for E3 and then the Killer Kennedy website too. So just trying to get the best bang for the buck. But it seems like the tier pricing on T-shirts, it really doesn't get good till you order 100. But I'm like, geez, I'd order 100. If I order 100 shirts, you're talking $1,000, and then it takes how long to get your $1,000 back?
Where were you ordering them from?
I had like 5 or 6 sites. I was putting the same orders together on all the sites and trying to find out what was the best deal.
Yeah.
And locally, the problem is locally, I know a few guys, but they're one guy and they have one machine, so they would have to print every single shirt individually. And if I wanted 50 shirts, it's going to take them a month to make the shirts.
Well, honestly, so like the guy that I first bought off of, he did it like himself. Like it was just some guy I found on basically like the equivalents of Craigslist.
Yeah.
If they'll give you a good, what's that noise, Molly? No, if you could find a guy that would do that for you, like, just start off with like 10 of each.
Yeah.
Or like that's in my opinion, I would do that, especially if you can work a deal with him. Like, unless it's more expensive or whatever, I would probably myself go that route because especially if you can call him out and be like, hey man, I need 10 more. Like he could do 10 shirts a week, or I don't know. I'm sure you could pump them out pretty quickly.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Up to you, obviously, but
yeah. No, I just wondered. I noticed you had a Teespring, and I noticed Darren did too. And I was trying to work the details out because I wanted to try to get the merchandise launched in May. So I was just trying to figure out, where the bang for the buck is. But
the thing with Teespring too is like, I mean, worst case, it does take quite a bit of time to design it and like figure that stuff out. I find it sometimes complex, but I mean, worst case you do it. It doesn't cost you anything. Like, you can launch it if you have the time and just let it sit there really, or start using it right away.
I mean, they handle it all. Once people place the order, they ship it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's basically it. And that's why they charge more, you make less because you remove yourself from the equation, right? So
yeah, they're a middleman. They're doing the service, they're providing the service and all the work. So yeah, I get it.
And for the record, if you're talking about speed, I'm sure your own guy is just as fast. Because if you order a shirt off Teespring, they're individually like made, so it's like a 2-week wait time.
Oh, I see. That's what you mean. I guess that makes sense.
So like if you went to my Teespring and ordered it, as of like it's a week. So if you went to my Teespring, it would be like your order will be ready on, let's say, May 5th. So
yeah.
So I would, it's up to you.
Makes sense. I got you.
Yeah.
I like the comment that they dare Snacks to do a 10-minute monologue.
All right, Andy Poole, you're on the clock, Mr. Poole. Let's hear it.
And yes, my cat needs treats. Music. I'm sorry. She's an amazing cat. She gives kisses for treats.
That's funny.
True, she does.
All right, Andy, 10-minute monologue. Let's go, brother. I'm taking my time.
That.
Ready? On your mark, get set, go.
Need 1,000 cash for that.
1,000 cat PayPal $20.
That was 4 seconds. That was not
We get a $100 super chat within the next minute. $100 super chat. Andy will talk for 10 minutes straight. Dude, that's good money. That's good money. That's like $10 a minute.
Oh gosh.
No deal.
No deal. Jeez.
Oh god, that'd be
not that cheap.
Yeah, Andy, how's the wife and kids?
Oh, non-existent.
Oh. Wow.
Christine asks, Joel, seen a photographer when you did a 20-pound ice cream. Can you tell me what tripod it is? Do you mean like I think you're probably referring to the gentleman had a gimbal for his phone, maybe, but I don't know anything about it. He just had a gimbal with a light on it. It was cool. I'm sure you could find it on some kind of Amazon or photography website, but I'm not sure.
Did you ever? Did you ever buy a Z grip like I showed you, like I had on my Canon?
No, I haven't, but I do want one. That thing's awesome. I really like it.
Did I show you like the light I put on?
You had one on it the other day. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
No, I do like that.
Yeah, this thing works really good. That's why my B-roll footage has got so good.
No, I like that a lot. I still I have not gotten that. Jed's asking about what I think of Raina. Raina's a really nice. She's a nice lady. I have no issues with her. Let's see. Andy just wants donuts. Is that true, Andy?
Yeah.
You're trying to get the officers their pizza. we watched Blue Streak during dinner tonight. We were dying.
What is it?
Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence from back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Move your busted ass vehicle. We got guns and shit. We'll pop on your ass.
How's How's life otherwise, y'all? What's anything new going on?
I have been unessential for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I understand that. So.
What about you, Joel? How has Canada been affected?
I mean, honestly, so our numbers aren't bad at all. Like, well, I mean, our numbers, like, we haven't got slaughtered. Ontario, where I live, is gotten hit some of the worst in the country, but I mean, we're being very, like, the government approach is being very conservative in regards to progressing and going to be reopening. So it's going to be a long time before things, are opened up, unfortunately. Some of your states are moving pretty quick, though.
Yeah, some of them are back to full tilt already, and some of them are like
Which ones?
like Phillipsburg or like Pennsylvania's going gradual, like stepping into things. There's a lot of states that said like the heck with it. Like we had a couple barbershops. They went back to work full time. They said heck with it. They can't afford to be out of work any longer. They literally can't. If they stay closed, they will not reopen. They basically went on public forum and said that we can't afford to not reopen our business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw a statistic that between 15 and 50% of restaurants, like independently owned restaurants, are planning to have to go under if this like extends for another month or whatever. Which in a lot of places it is. Canada, that's what's going to happen here in Canada.
Well, like I work in a restaurant, I bartend and such like that, and waitress at times. My restaurant that I work at is a little bit high. I mean, it's not like, Michelin star, but I mean, it's a higher end restaurant. And I love working there. It's my best boss I've ever had in my whole life. I love my job. But depending on how your states are reacting to whatever's going on down here, if they're considering opening things in phases, and if they were to fully reopen the restaurant, they would still make you do the rules like 6 feet distance, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So how do you open your restaurant full tilt and be like, oh, we're open. But now if you have a small restaurant, for you to put, well, we can only maybe seat 8 of this, how many tables because of the distancing. So now you can't bring all your servers back or your bartenders because there's not enough business to keep up with what's there. But now you got to add on the whole different division of takeout, people calling in. Now it's going to become chaos. It wouldn't be profitable.
Well, the thing is, like, when I say like opening up, it's exactly what you're talking about. It's not normal. It just means like a person can eat inside the restaurant. Because you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Molly. Like, even the states that are opening, Georgia, Tennessee, like, yes, you can eat in a restaurant, but it's social distancing. The capacities are 50% or 10% or 20% or one person per 5,000 square feet, which is again about like probably 20% of the norm. So, I mean, you're right. Like, when you see, you hear that going on now, theoretically, if a restaurant was doing takeout only and they can normally fit 30 tables and they can now fit 5 tables or 6 tables, is it going to be better than just takeout only?
Probably not.
I saw some stuff on one of the news things there. Like, I know what you're saying. They showed like footage of a restaurant. They had like every other table marked off, like you couldn't sit there. And I'm like, but you're cutting their revenue. I understand that. So it's really just better off for people to just take their food and go anyways.
Well, but also what happens though, if you're going to open up your restaurant and have a 10% of your tables being able to be filled, now you can't bring back your full staff, because let's say you're used to having 4, 5, 6, 7 servers on at night. Now you can only bring back 1, maybe 2.
Honestly, but that's what it's going to be like. Yeah, like
so. But at that point, still X amount of your staff is going to be laid off because they can't afford to bring back all the staff. So and no one's going to want to stay there employed to work 1 day a week.
Well,
don't interrupt the story, but Brian just offered Andy $10 to read a full book of the house that's in the house. So Andy, go get a book and read that.
No, we also got there's also a $20 monologue fund up there too.
Holy shit!
$50 super sticker.
Yeah. We got, and Andy, you need to read.
I got a super sticker there.
You actually got $60 and 20 pounds. You got about $90, like 80, $90 there, man. You got to
I
read
didn't
something.
need any. It's not my stream.
Snack.
We'll make sure
Andy,
you
if
get
you
that.
read the dictionary, I'll get you your $90.
Andy, you got to read a definition or something. You have to give them something. Come on, that's substantial. Read them.
Yeah, Eli just sent you a super sticker.
3 sentences, man. Give them 3 sentences.
What's the best of times? What's the worst of times?
Hey, he can. Come on, that's worth at least 3 consecutive sentences.
Andy Pohl, give me your favorite line from the movie The Goon.
Can't do it. I'll get demonetized probably.
2 things
You
you
have to bleep me out.
Judgment Percocets.
Nah, we'll make sure Andy gets taken care of.
So here's the other question I have, and this goes to everybody's opinion. When restaurants do open, do you feel bad about going back in and doing food challenges knowing that you're not going to pay for it? How long do you wait before you start going back in and taking the food, like taking the free meal for the challenge? Like, I hate to oh, you're open. I'm going to come down. I want my $200 for finishing your pizza challenge.
How many places are still going to actually offer a challenge?
Thanks, Macro.
That's I'm kind of more with Andy. I'm questioning. Like, I think there's a lot of I think a lot of places are going to shut down those. Like, if the restaurants even stay open, I don't know if they're going to do food challenges. You know,
I have a feeling like a lot of them are going to suspend them, or you still have to pay for them, or something like that. Because, and I'll be honest, even before this pandemic hit, a lot of challenges, especially even in the state, a lot of them, like, they're defunct. Like, even that cheesesteak that you did in Mill, that's defunct now. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I was gonna do that last time I went up towards the area because we did the Denny's and it was defunct.
Eli just dropped a $50 PayPal.
Damn.
These live streams, this is where it's at, man.
Eli's cranking them out. Shout out to Eli.
Yeah, Eli, you rock. Where are you from?
Eli, we all love you.
Eli, where are you at? You're getting a free sticker. You're getting a cuckoo clock.
Eli, take me out to dinner, damn it.
Yeah.
But FaceTime.
I don't know. In regards, I'm kind of with Music Junkie. Like, I mean, if a restaurant, like, I don't know, let's say a month, if in a month after the restaurants have been open for a while, and I call them up and I'm like, do you guys still offer your food challenge? And they say yes. You know, I'm not going to feel bad about doing it, but definitely I agree with him. Like, it is a form of advertisement, and, you know, I would be extra careful and extra intentional to say, hey, this place is open and the staff is excellent. So yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't necessarily go into a place and ask if I can do 2 of something either.
Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of how the whole thing with the Du Bois Diner transpired. Me and Andy did that curbside takeout. That was $102, and we paid for it. And we tipped the waitress $20. So that was $122. So go watch that video because I need to make my money back.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That we were joking around one night. I was talking to Gary on the phone, and he's like, yeah, Sean, which is the guy that owns the restaurant and a couple other businesses. He's like, don't let them assholes come in here and take any free stuff.
Really? That's funny.
He's like, I have this idea and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it's a good idea, right? And I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. He's like, I finally figured out a way to get some money out of your ass.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'm with what Andy was saying. Like, you wouldn't go in and, hey, I want 2 or 3 year challenges. Like, I know you, like, you know, I'm not at all, you know, in normal times, I'm not pointing, you know, I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't do that. I'm just saying, like, I myself would encourage extra mindfulness going forward in some of those behaviors after this predicament. However, no judgment.
There's one pizza place that owes me a pizza challenge because I paid for the damn thing and they didn't refund my money because they closed.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a pizza challenge about 2 hours from here, and and he had to put a deposit down. And because this whole thing went around, and so he canceled, and they said they were going to refund him, and he never refunded them.
They got my $79.50, so I'm going down and doing that and getting my $200 PayPal.
Yeah, make sure you get a call or call on your credit card and complain, charge. Can't what is it? Argue, challenge the payment.
Well, I just kept record of it, and I screenshot of my bank account where they took the money out and never gave it back. Plus, I kept the conversation where they said they were going to refund me, but didn't. So when I call to schedule the challenge again, I'm going to be like, well, I already put a deposit down. So
yeah. Molly, are you in Maryland?
Yeah.
What's your state doing? Like, are you guys at all opening at all? I know Pennsylvania is planning, I think, maybe starting a week or two.
No, I'm near DC ish. There is no plan to open it right now. They've the schools should be going back after May 15th, but that's not happening. I mean, it's not going to happen. There's been no discussion of when it's all up in the air. There's nothing opening right now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So it's all in that boat, y'all.
Dang, dude, you got the freaking quarantine beard rocking.
Yeah, dude, I'm freaking hairy. I'm getting rid of it though. Probably maybe Friday. Maybe I'll do a live shave or something. Maybe I'll keep.
You can shave it and eat it.
I'll keep the Dan. I'll look like this. Hey everybody.
How's your jawline underneath that? Look at that.
Or I'll
so chiseled.
Or I'll just do a stash. Hey guys,
mustache, do it.
You should do the Paco. You should just like 2 little thin stripes.
No, I'll do the full on police caterpillar.
You should do it and then twist the ends up like old time.
Oh, and I'll keep the middle.
Your mustache.
Hello guys.
You should do a live shave, Joel Henson, where you take off and make funny shapes out of things and then take the whole thing off.
I'm not against it.
When's your challenges from that time we were together in New York? When are you posting those? Do you know?
Yeah. And by the way, just real quick, Eli just gave you another $10, asking if anybody's coming to Tucson soon. Anybody have any plans? I think you should answer that. Then I'll answer.
I don't have any plans because
eventually
nobody has any plans.
Yeah.
It's me, Saucy Sauce. The fact that we're all borderline con artists. Actually, a lot of the restaurants we go into know who we are before we come into there. They want the advertisement, so I wouldn't quite put that out there. Yeah, there are a lot of places that might not know what real competitive eaters are, but quite a few places actually know who we really are before we even sit down. So,
and what not to counteract that with what Molly said, but the funniest part is when they don't know who you are and they're super cocky about their unbeatable food challenge.
Yeah,
you just totally rape it, and they're like, "Oh, nobody beats my food challenge," and I
3 minutes later,
2 minutes later, I'm like, "So that was fun. What are we gonna do now?"
No,
Eli, eventually we're gonna be able to afford to come out to see you in Arizona if you're out in Tucson.
Yeah. I tell you, Eli, keep funding Molly, and you'll get a trip out there, a personalized trip out of it. Buy her ticket. There's a good start.
Yeah.
You can buy me one too if you want, but just whatever. Just throwing it out there.
We need a 4-way, and that's not supposed to sound dirty.
Yeah. New York.
Well, questioning the size, Saucy. The questioning the size of something. It's like if someone goes into something and they say it's 5, like the average food challenge is 5 or 6 pounds, and that's hard for the average person. But when they double or more than double it or triple it. Even if it was 15 pounds, even a good competitive eater might not be able to finish it. And then I got to pay for it. That's the problem.
Well, the problem is they do that on purpose because they're let's face it, they're being jerks at that point. It's like they want to see you fail because you're at the mercy of their restaurant, but that's not good publicity for them. Because I'll be straight and honest with you, if you bone me in a food challenge, you're not getting good publicity. I'm sorry. I will not tell people to go to your restaurant because you screwed me. You're not honest, especially when I'm offering you free advertisement. They're not paying me. I'm not like Randy. I'm not getting paid to go to the restaurant. So when I go into a restaurant, it's on my accord.
Yeah.
Like that one wing contest we went to.
The which one?
What? They were like smoked. They were awful anyway, but there was a smoked wing contest, and then they cut the prize.
Oh yeah, when me
Like,
drove 2.5 hours, they invited us to come, and they're like, "Oh, we decided we're not offering that cash prize anymore." And then, yeah, we went to wing. George Chigger was there, and we went. He's the one that told me about the contest, so I contacted the owner, and the owner's like, "Oh yeah, we have what was it, Andy? Like $200?
I think so.
Out?
Yeah.
It was like $200. So I'm like, well, if Andy, if you go with me, I'll split it with you. You know, we'll drive. It was like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes or something. And I was like, I'll split it with you or whatever.
Okay.
And so we went there and we started talking to them, and they were like, oh, you know, we looked you guys up. We didn't know we were getting pros, and this is so cool. And they were excited. Then when it was all over and done, I'm like, hey, can we get paid so we can leave? Because I think me and Andy ate more than the other 30 guys that were in the contest.
Okay.
And so we clearly cleaned house and we had fun, and the crowd was excited. And dude, he got what he was after, which was the excitement of the contest and the people being there and cheering us on, and everybody was going insane, and they were drinking and partying. And so we go to leave, and I'm like, hey, do you know where the owner's at? I want to get paid. And the manager's like, what do you mean get paid? I'm like, I won the contest. I want my money. He's like, I don't think there was any cash prize. I'm like, your ass, there better be a cash prize. I said, I got freaking 2 hours driving in this thing.
It's like I have your Facebook post or like showing this is the prize for this. Like,
he's like, oh well, it changed. We were offering it, then we decided not to. Then we decided to offer it. Then we just decided to give the entries, which was $50. I'm like,
what?
$50?
Really? Did you not like it? So they didn't give you it?
No. Well, he gave me 50. He gave me $50. Or no? Did they even? I don't think they gave us 50. Did they?
I don't think.
No. I know what he did. He's like, how about $20 for your trouble? I'm like, $20?
I mean, again,
I was like, how about the worst publicity you've ever gotten in your entire life? That's what you're gonna get.
well, I'm just for truthful. Like, I don't ever want to bash restaurants or give bad publicity. But like, if somebody's being dishonest, it doesn't matter if it's in a restaurant setting or
I agree.
I'm buying a car or I'm at Walmart or I'm renting a home or whatever. Like, I'm just not a fan of dishonesty. If somebody promised you something, I do think they should fulfill it. You guys are my friends. I expect that of you. I expect you to expect that of me. So it's not just like that's really bad. That's not good. Really, wow. They just ditched it and they didn't even let you know. Like, I can understand maybe they sent out an email a day before and be like, hey guys, by the way, we can't do this right now. But
up until like right before the contest, I'm like, hey, we're getting ready to leave. We're coming, I was like, we'll be there in 2 hours, blah, blah, blah. The guy's like, oh, cool. Everybody's so excited, and they've been watching your YouTube videos. And then we got there and they were like, acted like we were like outsiders, like, oh, you guys aren't from here, and they were like kind of being jerks to us. I'm like, well, whatever. I'm not. And the contest was like, they kept saying, oh, we're going to start in 20 minutes. We're going to start in 40. It ended up being what, Andy? We were there for like 2 hours before it even started. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, something like that.
By the time we left, and then we were hanging out with George Chigger. And by the time it was over and said and done, George was like, oh, I feel bad for calling you guys down here and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I mean, it is what it is. It's not your fault. And that owner reached out to me and he basically was begging me not to make a bad video. And I said, you know what? I said, I thought about it. I said, I'm just not going to say anything about it. He's like, because he's still he didn't apologize for the whole situation. And I said, well, I already threw the contest footage out. I said, I'm just not going to use it. I said, I learned a hard lesson and it is what it is, dude. And I left it go and that was the end of it.
I mean, I probably would have said like, hey, like just a heads up for future. If you're going to offer a cash prize, you need to fulfill that. But I respect what you did.
If it's in print, that's a technical contract right there. It's being offered. It's advertisement. That makes them look bad in the first place. Now, something is like obviously you, me, Joel. All of us sitting here. Plus everybody else. It costs us all money to get to a venue. I have to fill my gas tank. I had to buy a plane ticket. I had to get a rental car. I pay taxes and claim all those prizes that I have to go against my social security number. It's like, I got a cup of coffee on the road that I wouldn't have bought because I'm on the road and I need something to drink. I mean, it all really adds up like a lot.
Well,
And so when, oh my God, you made so much money this year. I'm like, I really didn't.
and that's the thing. Like we go to that contest and people don't consider like that's not my full-time job. So not only did I took the time out of I left work early to come to your contest, and then you stiffed us. And then you walk away and like don't even care the fact that your venue was full. People were buying your drinks. They were going crazy over the contest. And then you don't even offer like anything to me. You don't try to compensate me in any way. Like, hey, sorry that it went this way. Let me cover your gas or something.
Yeah. Well, if it was previously in print and it was offered and it was assumed that you were going to be getting that, and then all of a sudden at the end, oh, well, we just decided. Well, then that it was on them to tell you before you made the trip out there that, hey, we're not doing that.
Yeah. It's and again, it's like, yeah, I would say that's not just with like food challenges. That'd be like any kind of contest or competition or lottery. Like imagine like, hey guys, I'm at the casino. Hey, I just won that poker tournament. Oh, sorry, there's no cash prize anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the principle. That's what I'm about. I'm about principle. Like, yeah, just not right. But I'm definitely with Molly. A lot of people, I think, don't understand, like, with, we'll say competitive eating and stuff. The way, if you travel for a contest or whatever, it is like a job, and it's business is expenses. So even if it's your, let's say, part-time job or hobby to travel or whatever, you got to put out $200, $300, $400, $500 to get there, get back, etc. If you win $1,000 but you paid $500, it's not like you're actually getting $1,000. So I think that's something too some people don't understand. Like, a lot of money sometimes goes into videos and content and just behind the scenes.
Well,
Yeah, now even YouTube videos, you got to buy the food, and then it's like, I just spent $50 on McDonald's today, and the food was garbage. It was ice cold when I got it.
Did you do the 3,500 whatever thing?
Yeah, I did it. I wasn't going to, and I was like, we're doing that for the girls versus food next week. Me and
Nice. I'm recording that this week.
Nella had to take a couple weeks off because everything in New Zealand was kind of on a lockdown ish, and she had no access to anything, so we just kind of took a kind of break. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's what you wanted. I was like, I guess.
Okay, I guess I probably won't know the new record until you.
But mine wasn't the exact thing that was on the picture either.
Was it like
was it, for what was it 3 double quarter pounders and a quarter pounder, or was it 4 double quarter pounders?
Right. So there's the picture version, and then there's the Matt Stoney version.
Okay, the picture version.
The picture version is 3 double quarter pounders, 1 single, 2 medium fries, 4 medium drinks, and 30 chicken McNuggets.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The Matt Stoney version is the 4 double burgers, 2 large fries, 3 medium drinks, 1 large drink, and then the 4 nuggets. And then, the 30 nuggets. And then if you do the Darren version, there's 2 large drinks.
Okay. So I did 4 large drinks, 40 nuggets, 3 double quarter pounders, 2 single quarter pounders, and then 2 large fries.
Okay, so you smoked it.
No, so I did it but I wasn't power eating. I did it in like 8 or 9 minutes. I wasn't. It was cold. The food was on. The nuggets were old when I got them because they were that bad.
Yeah.
But
you did more food. You're on a totally different level. Your time is irrelevant. So.
No.
Getting back to like what you were talking about, like expenses in competitive eating and how much it costs. Like, take for an example, okay. And this is for everybody. This is for eaters that already understand it, plus the general public. Okay, Monday's video cost $102 plus the food. Okay, so $102 to get $102 to buy the food, $20 to tip, and probably $10 to get there. So I $130 between me and Andy, $130 for the video. That made $9.57.
I'm not laughing.
I am in the red.
Yeah.
$120 for that video.
Yeah.
Eli, actually, yes. I know that Dan donates quite a bit through his shops to the community. And I'm an Air Force household, so we donate quite a bit here actually too. So
Yes, my business gives back to all the local schools, charities, YMCA's.
yeah, I know that I've seen you donate quite a bit to your schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of what your daughter does.
Yeah, and I even offered to do, not being that she's graduated, I still offered to actually up the ante. I didn't tell you this. I told him you would be there next year, so you'll have to come do it.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
I was like, I bet you I can get Molly Schumer to go.
Well, just depends.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. No, it's never again, I think there's a lot more that goes into than some people understand, but you know, if I relate back to, you know, before I did, you know, any YouTuber videos, like there's a lot of it you wouldn't understand in totality. Like you might understand travel cost, but there's a lot of hidden costs and then time. Like editing takes a long ass time. So that's another, you know, potentially if time is money, you know, but yeah, good stuff though. I mean, overall, I enjoy it. So it makes
What's
it.
the secret to views, Joel Henson? We need to learn how to massage the algorithm like you have.
I mean, the biggest thing I've been trying to do is just like consistency.
Hey, Danny.
I can't upload a video every day. I can't do it. I'd
Yeah.
run out of content so fast.
I don't do every day, but definitely consistency, a dry, like, I mean, again, the only other thing I would say is like, well, one, I enjoy it, but I mean, it takes a lot. Like it takes a lot of time, not only to edit that footage, but to film it. And like, you got to consistently be looking and finding ways to get footage, I guess. Like, I don't know. I think I personally think consistency is key, but
yeah, I agree.
That's just me. Because and honestly, I think that actually the funniest thing about that is I remember Badlands told me that way back in the day, that when Badlands had 80,000 subscribers and now he has like 1.8 or 9 million. And that's what he said. He said consistency is key. And I just remember looking at him and thinking in my head, and I can only do this now retrospectively, thinking like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't make that big a difference, blah, blah, blah. But like now in reflection, I think it is probably true. I don't know. Just my thought. I can't pump out content like his though, because his is pretty quick and easy. Like I give it to him. He can do a video a day. It's like more than one video a day.
Well, and they're chugging videos. It's not like actual solid food consumption. It's easy, you know. Yeah. He's got the niche, so
he does. Yeah. No, I love the guy. He's doing great. I'm so happy for him. He's gonna be set. Retirement stuff. Woo! He's gonna live.
I was watching this information. This guy I watch. He gives you like tips and stuff on how to build a YouTube channel. And he does like business and accounting and teaches you how to invest your money and blah, blah, blah. Well, he actually did a video where he showed you his live analytics, and his monthly earnings for the last month was $129,000 off of ad revenue alone. He made $130,000 in 1 month.
I know who you're talking about. I watched this video too. It was featured. Thing is though, it depends on the type of content. Like car videos and financial advice videos make way more like CPM than like our videos do.
The CPM on some of that stuff, because the type of advertisers that gravitate towards those pay more. They pay like 7 to 8 CPM per video per view, like per 1,000.
Dude, up to that guy was making up to $30.
Yeah. Per 1,000. Yeah.
That's because it's such a specialized niche. But the other thing we have to realize is almost everybody in totality, CPM is down about 50% since this quarantine. So, you know, if your views are going,
consider too, when you have advertisers like him that like big name companies like investors, he basically said that some of the people approach him and they'll pay him $20,000 for a 60-second clip.
Yeah.
For him to say, hey, use StreamYard. It's in a corner of the thing. We're on it. Use it to live stream your videos, and they pay you
100%. Yeah.
You know?
And that's where like a lot of people, I won't mention names, but there's like some specific, individuals whom pump products all the time, and they're not getting $20,000, but they're getting good money for it.
No, I agree.
So it's another business way to do it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well. Anyway, I
My
do.
videos don't make anything, so
Yeah.
He said something. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy work. Andy
He's
talk.
alive.
Oh,
Andy
wow.
had to sell his tongue to the cat to make the ends meet with Corona.
To the cat. Oh well. Anyway, guys, I gotta head out, but it
Yeah.
was absolutely great talking to all of you. I will see you all soon. Hopefully this virus all ends. I guess. Is Dan the only one? Like Dan, you're still working through this time, yeah?
Yeah, I only had one customer cancel throughout the whole thing, but it affected it in other ways. Like dealers, I got like 4 cars sitting down at work that I haven't been able to get parts for 6 weeks. So I got all these cars sitting around,
Right.
and I can't. And the Mitsubishi dealership, I had two Mitsubishis down there that needed repaired, and they just finally opened up the service and parts today. So now I can finally get some cars done. But other than that, it really hasn't. I mean, I got paid for those jobs through the insurance company beforehand. I mean, it's prepaid. Like
Right.
I did the estimate the insurance company pays me, so I didn't financially everything was good, but I mean, I just got cars sitting that I can't.
Yeah.
Because that really, other than that, though, it's been pretty good, and I'm thankful for that. I'm blessed in the regards that I wasn't, financially hit with it. So I was definitely thankful as far as that's concerned.
Yeah. Well, I tell you again, good night, everybody. Hope everybody is having some sort of, economic abilities through this time. And I hope that everybody's doing okay with both their health in all different regards, health, safety, and personal matters. And at that, until next time, of course, happy sleeping and living.
Stay healthy, happy, hungry.
Oh, he just totally clicked off out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm going to get ready to jump off, too. I got to get a shower and stuff yet. So I got done working right before the live stream. So
Yeah. And then you got
I'm gonna get
snacks
food.
there.
There's food in my future.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, when do you plan on doing your independent bracket thing going on?
I was going to give it another week to see if we got enough people involved in it, and then I was going to try to launch it the following week. So, like, I wanted to try it like the first round. I was going to try it for like the second week in May. So, I wanted to talk to you about that too. So I'll have to get on the horn with you sometime and figure out what's going on with it. Bounce some ideas off you and see what you think.
Yeah.
So.
Then you got snacks there. I mean,
What about snacks here?
you don't ever say shit.
I'm not gonna try to talk over people.
Yeah.
I'm just not a very social person, so if someone else is talking, I'm not just gonna interrupt them.
I think that if you had a cat there.
He's got his best friend. Mercedes is his dog. Follows him around.
Give us Andy. Well, if you would like to have Andy, you may have Andy. We'll send him in a big FedEx box, and hopefully he doesn't get broken.
I'm a snag.
Send snacks with me.
So some snacks. What the snacks do for hobbies? He eats snacks.
Yeah.
All right, cool cats. I'm out.
All right, guys. So yeah, next week find you out on Wednesday again. Thanks for everyone for donating and throwing some change that way. And yeah,
we appreciate.
Sorry, I don't know you. Just give you a shout out. What best band in the world? Okay. Night, Katina. Hey, message me if you want to do what. Like I said, if you want to do that collab, let's figure something out because I've got nothing else to do around here. And
let's do it.
Yeah, I think my next video up is collard greens of all things. So
that was awful.
True.
It was horrible.
I was gagging while I was editing, and I'm like, "Oh, this is nasty."
It was so gross. No.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you all next week. And like I said, ideas, message, whatever, throw them our way. We'll figure it out.
Take it easy.
All right, catch you all next week, guys. Thanks.
Yep. See ya.
Yep. Bye.
Later.